edition of Pitch and Switch. Today we're going to be talking about chips. Everybody loves to have chips as a snack or at a cookout or at a party, but there are lots of choices out there on the market, and some of them are healthier than others. So I have some chip options here, and we're just going to look at some of the ingredients. One of my favorite chips that I have liked to eat over the years are these cheddar and sour cream ruffles. Unfortunately, they have about every bad ingredient that you could want in a chip. First of all, potatoes. So potatoes are on the Dirty Dozen list by the EWG, which means that they are heavily sprayed with glyphosate. I've talked about glyphosate before. It's been linked to cancer. It's a harmful pesticide. It's a mineral chelator. So that means that it actually bonds to some minerals in our bodies like vitamin B and D and zinc. And it kind of captures them and it takes them away from our bodies, so it causes nutrient deficiencies. It kills good gut bacteria, and it's a hormone disruptor. So in general, potatoes, you want them to be organic. The next ingredient is vegetable oil. I've also talked a lot about oils in the past. Vegetable oil, corn oil, canola oil, they're all high in omega-6 fatty acids, and this causes a lot of inflammation to our bodies. And this inflammation is what damages our arteries and causes heart disease and brain disease. These oils are heavily processed and refined, and because they're an unstable fat, they oxidize, and then that oxidation damages our body and our DNA, and it weakens our cell membranes. So we don't want to consume vegetable oils or any of the corn oil, soybean oil, things like that. Another ingredient I see is maltodextrin. This is very common in chips. It's a heavily processed starch, and it's used as a thickener or preservative. It's very high on the glycemic index, which means it's going to spike our blood sugar, and it negatively affects our gut bacteria. So we want to avoid that. I see corn oil again. Another one I see is monosodium glutamate, or MSG. This is an artificial flavor enhancer, and it just excites our brain and our taste buds, and it causes us to crave more of these foods. It's been linked to headaches, obesity, depression, so it's definitely something we don't want in our food. Let's see, yeast extract, which is another word for MSG. So if you ever see yeast extract, that's what that is. And then it has artificial colors. This is derived from petroleum, and it's used to make the product more visually appealing. And artificial colors and flavors have been linked to cancer, ADHD, asthma, allergies, hyperactivity. And in Europe, they actually have to place a warning label on things with artificial flavors or colors that state may have adverse effects on activity and attention in children. Imagine if you saw a warning label like that on your bag of chips. Pretty crazy. And then it has artificial colors like yellow 6 and yellow number 5. Again, these are really harmful to our kids in particular with their brains and their development. So this is not a very good choice. Another nice runner-up here is Doritos. When you look at the ingredients, it's very similar in all these ingredients. Red number 40 is in here. That's a big offender for our kids and their brain health. It's got the same oils, maltodextrin, natural and artificial flavors. So lots of things in that one as well. So a lot of people like Sun Chips. They think Sun Chips are a healthy choice because they're 100% whole grain. And everyone thinks that whole grains are good, right? Because they have fiber. And that's true, but again, these are not organic. So your grains are heavily sprayed with glyphosate, any wheat products. So you really want to try to buy organic products if they're wheat. Other than that, they're also cooked in sunflower oil or canola oil, so the same harmful oils. Still has maltodextrin, still has yeast extract, which is MSG. So, I mean, really, it has a lot of the same harmful ingredients. I wouldn't say that's necessarily that much healthier than these. A lot of people feel like the baked chips are a better option, looking for lower fat. And really, we don't need to be scared of fat. Fat is not the enemy. We just need to make sure we're eating healthy fats. And a lot of times, whenever they take out the fat in a product, they replace it with sugar. And there is sugar in this product. So that's not a good thing either. And these potatoes, they are not organic. So you're going to have the glyphosate again. And they're using corn oil, which is another harmful oil. So baked chips usually are not going to be a healthy choice. All right, let's look at a few things that are a little bit better. So from Simply. I think I got this at Walmart. And this is a ruffle style chip. It's non-GMO, so that means it wasn't genetically modified. Now it still could be sprayed with pesticides and have glyphosate, unfortunately. But what I like about these is that it only has 3 ingredients, much less than all of these. So potatoes, expeller pressed sunflower oil. And what expeller press means is that they use a screw press to extract the oil rather than harmful chemicals. So that's what you want to look for is an expeller pressed oil. And sea salt. And that's it. So much less ingredients in these potato chips. This is another type of chip from Simply. This is an organic, first organic product that we have here. So this is excellent. Dorito chip. And it does have more ingredients than this one, but they're using the expeller pressed sunflower oil again. So a better way to incorporate that oil. And then the last product I have here, the only one I could find is by Boulder Canyon. Look at the oil they're using, avocado oil. This is really exciting because they're not using that harmful corn oil or canola oil or vegetable oil. When you look on the back, it says potatoes, which they're not organic, but 3 ingredients, potatoes, avocado oil, and sea salt. So I think this is a much better choice as well than some of the others. So in conclusion, chips are something we need to eat in moderation anyway. We shouldn't be eating them daily, but I would pitch these types of chips and switch to one of these versions.